I just wanted to pop on real quick. If you are finding yourself talking about getting fit, getting on a dating site, writing a book, being a better parent, anything, but you find yourself talking, reading about it, talking about it, getting mentors about it, doing all this stuff about it, but except for actually doing it, you may be a victim of perfectionism, and not the good kind, the kind that'll choke out your life and keep you in analyzing criticism. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't show up prepared, you shouldn't bring your A game, but if you're only showing up when you feel on top of the world and like you've got your A game, you're not going to show up enough in your relationships, in your life, for the people that you love to get anything done. You're going to be, look, I'm going to give you an example. So when many years ago, Zaina Smitty, or Zaina DeGaia, Elaine Hendricks and I we had a company, Girls Gone Gorgeous, Beauty Inside Out. And I initiated this company. And sorry, I'm trying to get this onto my page so some of you can come on live, and my doggy's trying to let me know that people are walking by. Anyway, so I initiated this book, and it was all about beauty inside out, you know, more of who I am right now. And you know, what ended up happening is I didn't realize it, but I wanted to get it so freaking perfect that we would get right to an end point, and then I would get this inspired idea for a whole new concept of, you know, no, instead of that, we're going to discover the pinup within. And so the girls went with me. We rewrote everything. If you're here, say hello and let me know where you're paralyzed by perfection or what you keep talking and being big talk about, but no action. Okay, so the second time, what ended up happening is we got it all written out again, and then I went, oh, this isn't it. We need to do 30 tips so that it'll be like a 30-day challenge. Believe it or not, these crazy girls, awesome crazy girls, went with me again. So we wrote this book out 3 different times, and then you know what happened? Predictable. Again, right at the end, I got inspired again, and it seemed like inspiration to me, like better choice, we're gonna look better. Well, the girls both kind of pieced out on me because we spent almost a year trying to get this together. And it took me a couple of years to realize I was so afraid of getting it wrong or not being able to say what I want now that I didn't allow that work to come out. And actually, we could have had 3 different books. And we did have 3 different books, but I was so afraid of getting it right. And where does that come from? Shame, fear, childhood stuff, not being good enough, fear of judgment, fear of whatever, fear of losing, you know. And the point is that I spent a lot of my earlier years talking about what I was going to do one day and getting all pumped up and taking action and being a great starter and getting teams rallied around me. And then, boom, I wouldn't feel my best, or something would happen. I'd maybe go through a breakup or just get a little low or not feel great about my health and start to disappear from the world. And then all that momentum, all of that, you know, heart, energy, space, and action went to nothing. And then boom, it's very defeating to start all over again, right? If you're here, say hi. Doesn't matter if it's a diet, a book, a business. Starting over again and again and again is very depleting. It's hard because you will stop trusting yourself. You can actually, you're becoming, when you do those things, someone that you can't count on. So we've got to be able to count on ourselves. We've got to keep our words to ourselves. And this means that if you start something and then you fail and you fall off, it doesn't mean it's all over. We've all had those diet moments. Frick it, I already ate the cookies, so now I'll eat the whole box. That's not sustainable. It'll keep you going like this, feeling deflated, feeling fluffy and skinny, or healthy and, you know, wealthy and on track, and then these crashes. So just show up. And sometimes your D game, you're just not feeling it. it's time to show up anyway, right? Not that we don't need a nap, we don't need recovery. We definitely, I believe in those things, but consistency is key, okay? And your imperfect action all day long is going to be better than no action. Think about telling your lover, hey, I'd really love for you to say something nice to me. Hi, Joe. Even if they don't get it totally right, if they're trying, that's all day long better than them spending, this lover spending a month trying to figure out the perfect word to say, right? You've got to take action consistently. Bring your D game. Bring it again and again and again, and you'll have days where you just wake up on fire and it's freaking A game. And before long, your D game turns to C game, and guess what? It's all relative. So if you wake up in a state, you show up, you get yourself together, do your thing, do your rituals, but you show up, you're going to be way far ahead of the game. Think about it. Oh, I don't feel totally lit up and excited to go to the gym today, so I'm not going today. Or today. And then what happens? You're like the one-hit wonder that goes into the gym and works out for a week, 4 hours a day, drops 5 to 10 pounds, and then you're so depleted you don't do it again, right? So it's not about that. It's about consistency, showing up. That's the only way you can own your life, your divinity, your sovereignty. You have to show up again and again. Keep your word to yourself. Keep your word to others. I'll take your imperfect action over no action all day long. So let me know, where are you feeling frozen? And there's no judgment. Do you know why I brought this up today? Because that same pattern of rewriting the books has been re-emerging for me right now. I have my book pretty much laid out. I have my group coaching going, and we're about to record a commercial for Facebook ads. And I've been saying that for a while, and I keep rewriting. And I was thinking that I'm just overwhelmed by the words, or I need to break it up differently, or I'm inspired to say it differently. But guess what? I had to stop and go, okay, Adora, you've rested, you've recovered, you've created creative space. Now what's happening? And guess what? It was the same old shiz. It was that little girl that doesn't want to be rejected, that wants to get it right, that wants to be loved. And I went, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to do this. And guess what? My little commercial, I wrote it out in like 15 minutes flat, done. But it's been taking me weeks to try to figure out, done in minutes. Because the truth is not that I'm not capable, competent, ready. It was that I was afraid. And you know what? I moved through it. Here I am. Ads are moving. And I want to invite you to do the same thing. So share with me, where are you paralyzed, and where can you give yourself a kick in the rear and show up anyway? All right, I'm off to the gym, working on the guns. Boop, boop, boop. Lots of love. Bye.